listening to my music in my car and relaxing. This is Russian American Renaissance, Victoria James. Just trying to help out some of people I've met at the Russian Meetup. Corinne Lebens organized a really nice group of people studying Russian. I don't know how many people are there, but when I went the first time, there was actually some learning going on. And I'm not able to attend a lot, but I still want to help with what I can. And I'm not any kind of teacher or anything. I just can record a little lesson for people, and maybe it will help them a little bit. Это русско-американский ренессанс, Виктория Джеймс, и тут организовалась небольшая группа людей, изучающих русский, под предводительством Карин Лебенс. И она собирает людей, которые изучают русский. Я не учитель или что-то такое, я просто захотела немножко записать свое какое-то знание, немного перспективу по поводу родительного падежа. Кого чего, нет кого чего. И сейчас немножко расскажу об этом, как смогу. Естественно, у меня полный кавардак в голове. And okay, guys, my brain is complete abracadabra, so just get used to that. But I'll try to help out a little bit and make a little video about Genetive Case. So just to explain, I'll be reading a little bit, not to make you completely confused. Genetive Case, which has something to do with possession. Primary use of the Russian genitive case is to show possession. In English, we often indicate this with an apostrophe, like as, like Adam's apple, or the word of, like the kids of Bob, like they belong to somebody. Grammatically, the definition of possession may be larger than we used to think of in English. In Russian, the possessor always follows the object it possesses. So it's a little bit different in English than it is in Russian. Like, for example, in English you would say, like, Victoria's, or I don't know, no, doesn't sound good. Okay, cow's milk. In Russian you would say молоко коровы. So first you would say the object, and that корова, it's a cow, and milk, it's молоко коровы, кого чего. So the question here is mainly, I'm not sure what would be the good question in English. In English, in Russian it is кого чего. Кого чего. It's I would say in English it's probably whose, to whom it belongs, or whose thing it is. So there's some other information. For example, in the sentence, this is Adam's dog. The word Adam is in the genitive case. But to convert it to Russian, you should think of it like the dog of Adams, as I told you. Cow's milk, молоко коровы, or коровье молоко, which is placing the possessor after the object. So first goes the object, after goes the possessor. Молоко коровы, whose milk, cow's milk. And you should use the genitive case for words where in English you could place some or any before them. The genitive is commonly used after negation, because in Russian we often say нет кого чего. I don't have what or whom, and I don't have something. So it's a little bit confusing probably for English speakers. So you really need to practice it, and I will tell you how you can practice with some words. For example, masculine nouns, if the noun ends in a consonant, if the noun ends in a consonant, you have to add a. For example, Тормоз, like a brake. You will have to put in the end of it, like нет кого чего, тормоза. Тормоз means a brake. Нет кого чего, тормоза. So it shows that I don't have a brake. Don't have a brake in my car, I mean, not school brake. After, I can give you an example of a feminine nouns. For example, in the feminine noun, you will have to replace a, because in Russian, very commonly, feminine nouns end with a. You will have to replace it with the sound e, which is very difficult for English speakers. I know you guys struggle with it a lot. Or the sound ya, you will have to replace with e. And the softening sound you will have to replace with e as well. I can use my name as an example. Нет кого чего, Виктории. My name is Victoria. But in a genitive case, нет кого чего, нет Виктории. So you change Victoria, which ends with ya, to Vicтории, which ends with e. Or, for example, the word корова, which means a cow. Корова, нет кого, коровы. So instead of a, you put e sound. Instead of ya, you put e sound. Softening sounds, for example, ночь, which means night. Нет чего, ночи. So let's try to practice. Виктория, нет Виктории. Корова, нет коровы. Ночь, нет кого, ночи. So this is something you will have to memorize. It's not super difficult, but kind of when you have 6 cases. I can imagine how your brain would be overloaded, but this is Russia, baby. And neuter nouns. For example, if we're talking of the word поле, which means a field, поле, the last sound will change to я. Поле, нет чего, поля. Поле, нет чего, поля. Or if the neuter noun ends with o, let me think of a word. Окно. Оно мое окно. If you use the word window, окно, it changes to the sound a. Окно, нет чего, окна. Окно, окна. Поле, поля. So this is something that you will have to memorize. And Corinne told me she learned the word молоко. We can practice молоко, нет чего, молока. That means milk. She also told me she knows the word якорь, which is masculine in Russian. Якорь, нет чего, якоря. Якорь, якоря. She also told me some other word that she knows. Let me check. Мама и мама. Нет кого чего, мамы. A is replaced by e. This is feminine. Ya is replaced by e. Victoria, Victorii. So that is something that you will have to memorize, but general idea that it's something that I have or don't have. And in Russian, it's very common to use it as something I do not have. Нет кого чего, мамы. I don't have a mom. Or it's used to show, let me think, possession. Нет кого чего. Or whose, to whom it belongs. Like this is Adam's apple. Это яблоко Адама. So that's something you'll have to learn. First of all, you have to memorize the order of words changes in Russian. It's not like in English. And second, the endings. but that's definitely something you have to go over as a feminine, masculine, neuter. You just have to memorize it. And just keep practicing. There is a lot of really good teachers online. I just tried to give you an overview and general understanding. And this is Russian American Renaissance and Russian problems and emotions. Victoria James. Have a good day. Bye bye.